chat. I hugged I hugged everyone, right? But I went to the toilet because I really need to pee. So then I went to the toilet and I washed my hands, and they didn't have like tissue. They just had like the what's it? Like hand dryer.
Yes.
They only had a hand dryer, and I don't want to like have my hands under the hand dryer because the sound freaks me out. So then I was like, fuck, my hands are wet. Now what? I'm not gonna fucking like dust it on myself. Later I'll be wet, right? So I went outside and I remembered, chat, I remember the only person I haven't hugged that day was Mr. fucking Rias. So I had my wet. You weren't there yet, I think. You were away.
You did that to me the next day.
I did that to Prof too. I haven't hugged Mista, and my hands were wet. So I was like, this can't be a coincidence. So then I was like, I was walking out and there's Mista. I was holding his phone. And I was like, Mista, and he was like, what the fuck? I was like, oh my god, we haven't hugged. So then I went to him and then I hugged him, and he's like, hi Mika. He was like happy, and then he hugged me, and then he just like he went from like a smiley face, and his smile dropped because he could feel my hands like patting his back to like, and then he's like, wait, why is my back wet? And I'm like, no, come here, let's hug again, and then I just wiped my hand more.
Teacher, now you know why I say she is annoying.
and then my hands are dry though.
She didn't even fake hug me. She just wiped.
No, I tried to pet you. The next day my hands were wet again, so then I was washing my hands, it was wet, and I was like, man, how the fuck do I dry this?
No, you weren't tapping me. That was so obvious.
No, I tried. No, it was not obvious. I was like, hey prof, hey buddy, and then I pat his like hand.
And I was like, why is she wiping her hand on my clothes? It was so obvious.
It wasn't that obvious.
I was staring at you at the
Oh,
time.
I was like patting him, and then he went from like to like, and then he looked at me, and I was like, yes, what is it, prof? And he's like, are you wiping your hands? And I'm like, no, of course not. Look, my hands are so dry. And then
she started to wipe her other side.
I tried to wipe the back part of my arm like sneakily when he started looking, but then he looked.
No, I was. No. You tapped me first, and I just look at an instant, and I'm like, are you wiping your hand with my clothes? And she said, no, and she starts to like wipe the other side of the hand, and I screamed. I was like, this girl is wiping her hand on my clothes, and then Nina and Mista said, yeah.
Yeah, I did that to Nina too. Not the wet, but I was outside and I was cold, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so cold. And then I was like, what to do? So then I ran to Nina and I was like, Nina, and then I held her hand. She's like, oh my god, my baby. And then she held my hand, and then I tried to slip my other hand into like Nina's hand, so then she's holding both my hands because I was so cold. And she's like, what are you doing, baby? What are you doing? And I'm like, Nina, I'm cold. Can you like hold my hand? I'm fucking cold. She's like, are you just holding my hand because you're cold? And I'm like, yeah.
Now you guys know why I say she is annoying.
But oh shit, but chat, to think about it, right? That is the most convenient. Like, you get warmth, you're not wet. It's so smart. Like, who cares if other people are inconvenienced?
All the thing I say is, you are so selfish.